Yo guys, hello and welcome back to another last to first challenge here on the channel here at the Hungary ring, because it is the Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend. We've got an online last to first challenge this time around, so hopefully that can go a little bit better than our first one with Lewis Hamilton and the second one with Max Verstappen. But we've already got underway here. We did disqualify ourselves in qualifying, and we're expecting a load of carnage into turn one here as usual in an open lobbies setting. And as you can see, we're not even out of the first corner and there's already a VSC and complete carnage going on ahead of us. But yeah, I thought I'd do this online today instead of a single player because I don't really like this track, not gonna lie. And yeah, hopefully this will make it a bit more fun. And as you can see, just complete chaos even under the safety car here. So yeah, expect a bit more of that coming up, but yeah, gonna take this opportunity to thank everyone that's been liking, subscribing, viewing the channel over the past month or so. Really appreciate it. And if you do want to support the channel a bit more, do want to hit 500 subs before the end of the year, that would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, returning to the race now, and yeah, more chaos as the VSC ends. We're just trying to avoid everything at this point, not gonna lie. Up into P9, a few people have already obviously retired and or left the session. And yeah, we're just gonna take this slow and steady. It's only a short Grand Prix, nothing that too long. Wasn't actually that many lobbies that wanted to do the Hungarian Grand Prix on a longer distance, which I can understand. But yeah, we're going to go to the outside of the McLaren man, send him in deep, and we're going to do the switchback move on him. Lovely stuff there. Into P7, halfway through lap 2, so cannot complain about that. Already a few penalties flying around. And yeah, that is going to be the staple of this race, I think. Penalties, penalties, penalties. And yeah, towards the end of lap 2 now. Bit more chaos up ahead. We're just trying to set the corner up to get the best exit as the Mercedes man ahead of us goes out wide, and we're just trying to avoid him rejoining. But yeah, actually quite looking forward to the Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend. Hopefully it'll be a bit better of a race than Spa and Silverstone and so forth, because these regs are not exactly the best for these power circuits. And this is pretty much the opposite, so hoping for a bit of carnage, just like the Williams ahead of us going off track again and then sending it down the inside of the McLaren man, and yeah, that was only going to end one way. Thankful that the McLaren didn't rejoin and T-bone us there, but up into P4 so far. Decent start to this race. So moving on to a few laps later now and coming through this same section we left off. We have a brief yellow flag ahead of us. And yeah, we're just going to dip a wheel on the grass and we're going to lose all of the talent that we have and all of the advantage that we gained over the last few laps on P2. But yeah, not my finest moment, but still plenty of time to recover in this race. And as you can see, end of the next lap, we're already back on the rear of them too. As the Aston Martin, I think that is, goes completely off track. And yeah, side by side again, we're just going to try and set up the move on the main straight. Not trying to send it into that final corner. Had a few people try and send it already during this race, but going to get a good exit onto the main straight. Burning the battery. P2 is burning though, he's going to want to look for a move and he's going to send it. We go to the inside to try and make him force the move. He pushes the Alpine out, and we are going to get that position. Taking the tighter line, we switch to the inside to try and go for it on the race leader. A little bit of a slide mid-corner. We do make a little bit of contact, but we do try and pull away from him. He gives us a little weave of disapproval, I probably imagine, but not really much we could have done there. And yeah, going to settle in P2. Abusing track limiters as well, by the looks of it, the guy ahead, but it is what it is, and it's what you can expect from these kind of open lobbies races. So we get a little touch in the rear and then we touch the guy ahead as the Alpine just goes straight through me and the race leader there. He's going to go really deep into this section though, so we're going to give him the switch back. Going to get that position back. We don't know what the guy ahead's doing though. We're going to send it on him and he's going to go into the side of us. Granted, do not know what he was doing there, but anyway, we get a 10-second penalty for the contact and a 10-second penalty for overtaking under yellows or whatever. He doesn't look like he wants to overtake me or whatever, but luckily it's a safety car, so we're going to go into the pits anyway, change off of these soft compound tyres. Going to move on to the hards, so then we can come in at the end of next lap and move back to the mediums. So yeah, pitting from the race lead, probably going to go near to the back. Granted, there is only 10 people left in this lobby, so I'm sure we'll be able to make up positions again. Granted, the quality of driver in this race is not exactly great. You know, that's me included as well. I'm not exactly the fastest driver ever, but yeah, it took me a little while to find a lobby with this many people in that actually sort of got past lap 1 or 2. So I wish there were a few more cleaner drivers out there. And speaking of cleaner drivers, look, if you are a clean driver yourself and you want to jump in some open lobbies or something, shoot me a message on Instagram or TikTok, or even just drop in the comments here and lad you or whatever, and we can run some open lobbies, because it is quite hard to film these with a lack of clean drivers, let's say. Coming towards the end of lap 10 now though, the safety car will be in this lap, and a little bit more shenanigans from the Audi up ahead. He's got a drive through, so I don't really know what he's doing, but this is just standard open lobbies at its finest. And yeah, something that definitely needs to change for F127. I am in the process of making a wish list, I guess, if you want to call it that, for F127. So that video should be up hopefully next week at some point. And yeah, we're going to get underway after the Audi tries to take out the guy ahead of us, but luckily he is still in the race, and we're going to rejoin this race, just overtaking the Ferrari just before the line, even though he has ghosted. But we're going to look to send it up the inside of the Cadillac ahead of us. And yeah, a little bit late on the brakes, a little bit of a touch there, but nothing too major. We managed to get the car stopped. We're going to do exactly what we did earlier in the race though. We're going to fake him into going a bit deep up the inside, and we're going to make the move stick around the outside, leaving just enough room. So decent moves there from ourselves again, up into P4 after the safety car and the 20 seconds of time penalties, but more carnage up ahead is incoming as the McLarens actually take each other out. Amazing stuff there. Not rejoining the safest, but it is what it is. He's ghosted. Doesn't matter. We have the race symbols ahead of us as well. Gonna try and make a move on him in a second, but yeah, speaking of race symbols, if you haven't checked out my Red Bull Academy career mode on the channel, go and check that out. It's doing all right, to be fair, so far. At the time of recording this, I am about to do the Hungarian Grand Prix, and I'm not looking forward to that either, because yeah, this track is just, it's not one of my favourites. It just doesn't suit my driving style or anything like that. But again, start at lap 12, we're going to go on the attack. Racing Balls is looking down the inside. We fake to the inside to see if he'll send it. And we're going to go to the outside. Kind of get boxed in here from the McLaren and the Racing Balls, but that's fine for now. And they're doing their wheel banging. And then the Racing Balls driver is going to get pinched to the apex. We have to avoid it. And yeah, P3, decent there, avoiding the carnage anyway. Same lap though, in the second sector. Got to get a decent run out of that little chicane. And the McLaren's going to lose all his talent there, and we're going to go down the inside out and turn to the outside for the next corner. See, up into P2 now. 5-6 laps to go, so still plenty of time to get this race leader. He's weaving all over the place. Do not know what's going on there, but yeah, this last to first challenge is going fairly well so far. We're going a bit deep to the penultimate corner to try and set up the exit. Fake to the inside to make him go wide. He goes wide. He kind of comes back to pinch us. We put the battery on. And yeah, going to see what we can do into turn 1. Turn the battery off. We fake to the outside, then the inside. And then yeah, he judges the corner pretty well, to be fair. Get the car stopped. And try and send a move again, but nothing doing there. Goes a little bit deeper, we get on the inside curb, which is not where you want to be around here, so unsettles the car and it's not ideal, but we're going to put the battery on, catch him by surprise, go up the inside, really tight angle though, we go off track, lift off a little bit to let him back through. But yeah, as much as I might not enjoy this track, you guys let me know who you think's going to win the Grand Prix this weekend. I want to know. I have a slight feeling that these Mercedes boys are going to come together at some point. George is 50 points behind now. Yeah, he's got to do something to catch up to Antonelli, isn't he? And you know, with Hamilton, Rosberg in the past, could definitely see it coming to a head this weekend. Granted that George can actually put a decent qualifying lap in for once, as we get absolutely sent up the inside by the McLaren. Not the cleanest move from him, but it is what it is. Still got plenty of time in this race, 100% battery, much better exit off the final corner. We're going to get him down into turn 1. He's not giving up though. We pull back to the outside to get the better line and try and go for the switchback, but he parks on the apex. All credit to him. Decent overtake there from him as someone goes absolutely flying off in the background. And yeah, halfway through lap 14 now, still on the back of the McLaren, going through the tight little chicane in the middle sector. Absolutely hate this section. We turn in a little bit early, which actually helps us. The McLaren goes a little bit wide, so we put the boost on, go round the outside towards the end of the middle sector and get the job done. Back straight on the boost though to try and deter him from going down the inside. We brake very late and we managed to hold the position for now, as he sends it again a little bit, but he was way too far back there. And for the first time, I think we're actually going to come across the line in the lead of this Grand Prix. And he's going to get a pretty shocking exit off the final corner, so we shouldn't have any problems down into turn 1. And we don't. We managed to pull out a nice little lead after that, which is basically going to secure this last to first challenge here at the Hungary ring. On online lobbies, granted, competition wasn't that great, but then look, my driving weren't great either. And we still managed to pull out a decent lead, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, leave in the comment section, guys, who you think's going to win this Grand Prix. Me personally, I think Kimi's going to do it again. And if not, it'll probably be one of the Ferrari boys. But that's only if my prediction of Antonelli and Russell coming together at some point actually comes in. But yeah, if you haven't already, check out my Red Bull Academy career mode. There will be an episode later on today. There'll be a double upload Saturday and hopefully a double upload Sunday as well on the channel. Also, I've got a Minardi My Team career mode out on the channel as well. Go and check that out. But for now, I'm going to cross the line and complete this last first challenge with a win. And that is going to be it from me, guys, in this episode. Thank you all so much for joining me here for this last first challenge. Like I said earlier in the video, aiming to get 500 subs before the end of the year. That would be an absolute dream. So if you want to make a man's dreams come true, then hit that like, hit that subscribe. Enjoy the Grand Prix this weekend, and cheers.